Well, hold on to your wallets, because today we're diving into a penny that's not your average loose change. Picture this, a 2016 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Sounds pretty ordinary, right? But here's the kicker, it's worth a whopping $1.7 million. Yep, you heard that right, $1.7 million for a penny. And it's not just any penny, it's one that's got some serious rarity and mystery on its side. Let's break it down. Alright, let's talk about how a 2016 penny could be worth more than a brand new car, a down payment on a house, or that vacation to Bali you've been dreaming about. It all comes down to the fact that in 2016, the US Mint was supposed to produce pennies with mint marks to indicate where they were made. But somehow, a small batch of these pennies came out with no mint mark at all. That's where the magic happens, and now, a missing mint mark might sound like a tiny detail, but it makes this coin incredibly rare. It's like finding a coffee cup with no logo in a sea of Starbucks mugs. People lose their minds over these things. It's all about scarcity and demand, and trust me, collectors are demanding this one. These pennies were not intentionally created this way, which makes them an accidental treasure. And that mistake? Well, it's one that has people scrambling to find one of these elusive 2016 no mint mark pennies and willing to pay a hefty price for it. I'm gonna be real with you for a sec. I once found a penny on the sidewalk and thought, it's just a penny. I picked it up, tossed it in my pocket, and went on with my day. Had I known about the whole no mint mark thing, I might have considered it my ticket to an early retirement. I mean, who wouldn't want to turn a penny into a few $1,000,000? But hey, I learned the lesson too late. So, if you find a penny from 2016 with no mint mark, don't be like me. Hold on to it for dear life. These rare coins are a huge deal, and the market for them is growing. People are paying over $1.7 million for the right one. That's not pocket change. This makes it one of the highest valued pennies out there. In fact, it's on the list of pennies that could change your life if you stumble across it. But remember, it's gotta be that specific 2016 no mint mark penny. So don't go getting all excited over every penny you see lying around. Be selective. The right one could make you a millionaire or at least help you pay for that next vacation. So, the next time you're digging around in your spare change jar or picking up a penny from the ground, you might want to give it a second glance. You never know when you'll find a $1.7 million gem. And hey, it's all about being informed, right? Now, if you enjoyed learning about this rare penny and want to know more ways to turn your pocket change into big bucks, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I've got plenty more tips and tricks for you on rare coins, money-making strategies, and ways to turn your collection into something seriously valuable. Don't miss out, subscribe now and let's keep this coin adventure rolling. Catch you in the next video, folks. Keep those eyes peeled for hidden treasures, and remember, sometimes the smallest things can have the biggest value. Imagine this, you're sitting at home, flipping through some old change you found in the bottom of your drawer. You know, the stuff that's just collecting dust. Then, out pops a 1965 penny, and bam! You start thinking, is this the jackpot I've been waiting for? Well, it might just be. Stick with me, because we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1965 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, and let me tell you, this little coin could be worth a whole lot more than you think now. You're probably wondering, what's so special about a 1965 penny? I mean, we all know pennies don't exactly get the spotlight, right? We toss them in a jar, forget about them, and maybe, just maybe, use them to fill up the tip jar at a coffee shop. But here's where things get interesting, the 1965 no mint mark penny is a bit of a mystery. It's one of those rare coins that slip through the cracks of the minting process. See, in 1965, the US Mint was trying to save some money, no pun intended, so they didn't put mint marks on most of the coins that year. That means if you find a 1965 penny with no mint mark, you've got yourself a coin that could be worth a lot more than its face value. And by a lot, I mean it could be worth around $1.8 million. Yeah, you heard me right, $1.80 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a second, $1.8 million for a penny? That's insane. And honestly, it does sound too good to be true, but here's the thing, the rarity and the historical factors behind this penny make it incredibly valuable to collectors. People love coins with unique stories, and this one certainly has one to tell. Let me tell you about a time I thought I hit the jackpot with a coin. A few years ago, I found a random penny in my couch cushions, the usual treasure hunt. I figured it was just another one of those pennies you find everywhere, but something told me to check the date. It was from the 1950s, so I got all excited, thinking I was about to discover a rare gem. Turns out, it wasn't worth much, but hey, at least I didn't find another lint-covered penny, right? But that's the thing, you never know what you might find, and a coin that looks like just another old penny might actually be hiding a small fortune. So, if you come across a 1965 penny with no mint mark, take a closer look. Who knows? It might just be your ticket to big money.so. There you have it, the 1965 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny could be sitting in your pocket right now, and it could be worth a cool $1.8 million. I know, it's crazy, right? The world of rare coins is full of surprises, and who doesn't love a good surprise? If you're enjoying this wild world of valuable coins, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more tips, tricks, and stories about coins worth big bucks. And who knows, maybe your next treasure hunt will be the one that makes you a millionaire. You're rummaging through your change jar, looking for some loose change to buy that overpriced coffee, when bam, you spot it. A 2017 mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. It's just a penny, right? Well, hold on to your coffee because this little guy is worth way more than its face value. In fact, it could be worth a whopping $1.1 million. Yep, you heard that right. Stick around because today we're diving into how this seemingly ordinary penny is anything but. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be looking at your pocket change a whole lot differently. So let's talk about the 2017 Lincoln penny. You might be wondering, why in the world would a penny from 2017 be worth $1 million? Great question. The 2017 Lincoln penny isn't your average penny. It's one of those rare, special coins that collectors really go crazy for. This penny, in particular, has a very limited mintage, and that's a huge deal in the world of coin collecting. The key factor here is the rarity of the 2017 penny in pristine condition. You see, pennies are produced in massive quantities each year. But some of them, like this one, don't show up in circulation as much or have some unique features that make them stand out. Maybe it's the minting process that made it a little extra special or a production error that makes it even more valuable. When a coin like this surfaces and is in mint condition, collectors and investors want it. They're ready to pay big bucks for it, like $1.1 million worth of big bucks. Now, I know what you're thinking, where on earth would I find a penny like that? Well, let me tell you a little story from my own experience. A few years ago, I was going through some old change I had laying around just like anyone else. I found a couple of old coins that looked interesting, and I thought, hey, why not check these out? One of them ended up being a 1969 penny with a rare error. It wasn't worth $1 million, but it definitely made my day. That moment taught me the importance of paying attention to even the smallest details. And it was the spark that started my deep dive into coin collecting. If you're wondering how to tell if your 2017 Lincoln penny could be worth a fortune, here's a quick checklist. First, take a good look at the condition. If your penny looks like it just came out of a time machine from 2017, you're on the right track. Coins that have been kept in pristine condition, free of wear and tear, are much more valuable. So, if your penny has that sharp detail and no visible scratches, it's time to get excited. Another thing to check is the minting process. A coin with an error, like a misaligned die or a doubled die, could send the value through the roof. A coin like this doesn't just happen every day, and that's why collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. So, if you've got a 2017 penny with an error, congrats! You might just be sitting on a goldmine, or in this case, a penny-mine.so. What's the takeaway here? Next time you find a 2017 Abraham Lincoln penny, don't just toss it aside like any other piece of change. Take a closer look, it could be your ticket to a serious payday. The world of rare coins is full of hidden treasures, and you never know when you might stumble upon the next big find. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more tips on how to spot coins worth money, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on future videos where I'll be sharing more stories and strategies to help you turn your pocket change into a fortune. Until next time, happy hunting, and remember, sometimes, even a penny can make you a millionaire. Hey, what's up coin collectors? So, imagine you're cleaning out an old jar of pennies, just thinking you've found a bunch of spare change for a coffee, and then bam! You find a penny from 2007 with a D mint mark, and guess what? It could be worth $1.2 million. No, I'm not messing with you. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Now, before you toss it into the jar for later, let's talk about why that penny could make you a millionaire and how to spot it. Stick around, because I've got a fun story about how I stumbled upon a crazy coin once too. Alright, let's dive into this 2007 D Lincoln penny. So, we know that most pennies are worth, well, a penny. But not this one. The 2007 D penny is part of a very specific batch of coins that didn't get quite the attention they deserved when they first hit the market. In fact, most people were probably just throwing them into their coin jars, not realizing that a certain small flaw made these pennies worth a huge amount of money. But why? Well, this particular coin was produced during a year when the minting process had a tiny, but important, hiccup. There were some pennies with minor but significant errors that make them super rare and highly desirable to collectors. It's those little imperfections, those subtle details, that set the 2007 D penny apart from the rest. Let me tell you, I wasn't always on the lookout for these kinds of coins. Back when I was a kid, I remember finding a penny that I thought was super cool because it was shiny. Little did I know, it wasn't just shiny, it was a 1943 steel penny, and at the time, it was worth way more than the few cents I thought I had. I ended up trading it for a toy, big mistake. But now I'm all about researching coins, because trust me, you never know what you might stumble upon. Back to the 2007 D penny, this coin's high value comes from its rarity. Since it's not just a regular penny, but one with a specific mint error or feature, it's one of those hidden gems. Some collectors have been known to pay over $1.2 million for a well-preserved, error-free 2007 D penny. Now, don't go running to check every penny from 2007 just yet. Not all of them are worth that much. What you're really looking for are the ones with those distinct features, like a unique pattern or error in the minting process. Finding one isn't easy, but if you're lucky enough, you could be holding on to the next big jackpot. So, if you find a 2007 D penny in your change jar, take a second to really look at it. It might just be the lucky penny that makes you a millionaire. And if you're not sure how to spot these valuable coins, hey, that's where I come in. I'll keep bringing you tips, tricks, and strategies on how to spot those hidden gems that can make you a fortune. If you liked this video and want to stay on top of coin values and tips for finding money in your pocket change, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss out on more stories and secrets I've got up my sleeve. Keep hunting, and who knows? Maybe the next $1 million penny is just a flip of a coin away. Have you ever found a penny lying on the ground and thought, it's just a penny? Well, hold on to that thought, because today, I'm about to blow your mind. That penny you casually toss aside could actually be worth a lot of money. And not just any penny, I'm talking about the 2013 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny that could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.3 million. So, stay tuned, because we're about to dive into why this little copper coin could make you richer than you ever thought possible. And now, before you go rummaging through your couch cushions or running to check every 2013 penny you own, let me explain why this particular coin is so valuable. First off, the 2013 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is one of those rare finds that doesn't look any different from the rest of the pennies you see every day, except, of course, for its minting year and that little D at the bottom. It's easy to overlook, but here's the thing, there are just a few out there that were struck with a unique set of characteristics that make them stand out from the rest. Imagine this, you're at a yard sale, and you spot a jar of pennies. You pick it up, and it's full of what you think are just old, maybe a little tarnished, pennies. But then, you find it, the one shiny little penny with that 2013 D Mint mark. You might not think much of it at first, but hold on to that thought, because this little guy could change your life. So, what makes it worth a cool $1.3 million? Well, these particular pennies have a rare combination of factors: the quality of the minting, a slight error in how some were produced, and the fact that only a few survived in pristine condition. There's a good chance that finding one of these is like finding a needle in a haystack, but when you do, it could be a goldmine. Just like finding a hidden treasure in your own pocket. A little story time here. A few years ago, I was sorting through a bunch of pennies that had been sitting in a jar for ages, and I came across a coin that looked off. I thought it was just dirty or damaged, but something about it caught my eye. I did a little research and discovered it was a rare coin from the 60s that was worth a small fortune. It wasn't a 2013 D penny, but it was a reminder that you never know what hidden treasures might be lying around. So, keep your eyes peeled, because you never know when you might come across something that's worth $1 million. Alright, so now that you know about the 2013 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny and its potential to make you a millionaire, let me hit you with a quick but important reminder: not every 2013 penny is going to make you rich, and they aren't all going to be worth $1.3 million. But the point is, with the right knowledge and a little bit of luck, you could find a rare coin in your pocket that could change your life. So, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, dig through your pennies, and see what treasures you might find. And if you want more tips on coins that could make you money, hit that subscribe button right now. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on more tips, tricks, and coin finds that could have you rolling in the dough. Keep on hunting, and remember, sometimes the smallest things can have the biggest value. We're just carrying around a handful of loose change, only to find out one of those pennies might actually be worth more than your entire piggy bank? Well, buckle up, because today, we're diving into the wild world of the 2017 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, which is worth a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. Yep, you heard that right, $1.5 million for a penny. So, if you're like me, you've probably been checking your couch cushions and your laundry quarters for the next big find, but how did this penny go from being part of your everyday spare change to a multi-million-dollar gem? Stick around, because we're about to uncover that mystery. First things first, let's talk about what makes the 2017 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny so valuable. Spoiler alert, it's not just because Abraham Lincoln is giving you a wink from the coin. This particular penny has a unique set of circumstances around it that makes it stand out. We're talking about a rare error, folks. It's one of those whoops that shouldn't have happened kind of mistakes that make collectors go absolutely wild. The 2017 D Lincoln penny, when it's found in pristine, uncirculated condition, can sell for around $1.5 million. And while you're probably wondering, what's the catch? Was it printed on a piece of gold? Nope, it's just a regular copper penny, well, kinda regular. You see, the error that happened with this coin is related to its design and minting process. It's a rare variety that involves a misstrike, where the coin didn't quite line up properly when it was pressed. Now, I know what you're thinking, okay, so it's just a mistake. Why is that worth so much? Well, let me hit you with some coin history. Collectors love anything that's rare or unique, especially if it involves a minting error. It's like finding a slightly off-color limited edition toy when you were a kid. Suddenly, everyone wants it. And that makes the 2017 D Lincoln penny highly sought after by collectors around the world. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I found a penny just like the one we're talking about at a garage sale, hidden under a pile of old newspapers. At first, I thought it was just another beat-up coin, but then I remembered reading about rare minting errors. I did a quick search on my phone, and sure enough, it matched the description of the 2017 D penny that could be worth a fortune. Long story short, that penny didn't end up being worth $1.5 million, because, I didn't check it closely enough, but I sure learned my lesson. Moral of the story? Don't underestimate the potential of a coin until you've done your homework, so, next time you're going through your change, don't just toss out those pennies like they're nothing. You could be sitting on a goldmine. The 2017 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of why it's always worth checking. And who knows, maybe your next coin will be worth millions. If you want to keep discovering coins that could make you rich or just want to stay in the loop with the latest tips and strategies, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of coin hunters. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on any future tips that might just make you the next lucky millionaire. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, keep your eyes peeled. You never know what treasure might be hiding in your change jar. See you in the next video. We're talking about a special coin that holds both historical significance and collector value, the 2009 Lincoln Memorial Penny, specifically the presidency coin. By the end of this video, you'll know all about its value, its unique features, and why it's a must-have for collectors. So, let's get started. In 2009, the United States Mint celebrated the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the centennial of the Lincoln penny. To honor this milestone, the Mint released a series of 4 Lincoln pennies, each depicting a key stage in Lincoln's life. These included his birthplace, formative years, professional life, and finally, the presidency design, which we'll focus on today. The 2009 Lincoln Presidency penny was the last design in the series. It commemorates Lincoln's time in Washington, D.C., as the 16th President of the United States. The reverse side of the coin features an image of the Capitol dome under construction, symbolizing the nation's unfinished journey and Lincoln's efforts to unify the country during the Civil War. It's a powerful design that resonates with collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Let's talk about the details. The coin's obverse retains Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has been a staple on the penny since 1909. The reverse, designed by Susan Gamble and sculpted by Joseph Mena, features intricate details of the Capitol dome, making it a standout piece. What sets the 2009 Lincoln pennies apart is that they were struck in two compositions. For general circulation, they were made with the standard zinc core and copper plating. However, collectors could also find special editions struck in 95% copper, 3% zinc, and 2% tin. These special editions were included in the 2009 mint uncirculated in proof sets. Now, let's move on to value. The value of the 2009 Lincoln Presidency penny depends on its condition, composition, and whether it's a regular strike or a special edition. Circulated examples of the standard zinc coin typically hold a face value of 1 cent but can fetch a little more from collectors looking to complete their set. Uncirculated or mint condition pennies are where the value increases significantly. For example, a regular zinc 2009 Presidency penny in uncirculated condition can be worth anywhere from 50 cents to a few dollars, depending on its grade. Proof versions, especially those struck in the copper alloy, can range from a few dollars to over $10, depending on their condition and certification. However, high-grade coins are where collectors are willing to pay a premium. For instance, a 2009 Lincoln Presidency penny graded MS-67 or higher by a reputable grading service can fetch upwards of $50 to $100 or more. Proof versions with a PR70 grade can reach even higher prices, but the most valuable coins are those with unique errors or varieties. Errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies can significantly boost a coin's value. These error coins are highly sought after and can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. To determine the value of your coin, it's important to examine it closely. Look for signs of wear, scratches, or blemishes that might affect its grade. If you believe your coin is in exceptional condition or has a unique error, consider having it professionally graded and certified. This can not only confirm its authenticity but also enhance its value to potential buyers. For collectors, the 2009 Lincoln Presidency penny is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history that represents one of the most significant periods in American history. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your collection, this coin is a must-have for its historical and aesthetic appeal. Before we wrap up, let's touch on some tips for collectors. First, store your coins properly to preserve their condition. Use coin holders, albums, or protective cases to prevent damage. Avoid handling your coins with bare hands, as oils from your skin can cause discoloration. And always research market trends to stay informed about current values and demand. That's all for today's video on the 2009 Lincoln Memorial Presidency penny. We hope you enjoyed learning about this fascinating coin and its value. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content on valuable and rare coins.